throwing your money at something because you heard it on the internet or someone said it worked for them is not a strategy. Investing in yourself. What is your number one asset? You. And the biggest financial mistake, let me ask it this way. What is the biggest financial mistake I think young high income earners make is investing in other things outside of them first, always chasing returns, right? So, welcome back to the Practical Wealth Show where we explore strategies, okay, for building financial independence and living life on your terms. So today's episode is all about investing, not in stocks, bonds, or real estate, however, but in yourself. So let's say, because you there's a few people that I run into in our practice. So I'll get older folks that feel, let's say, early 50s, and now they're like, oh crap, I haven't saved anything, and now they're looking for unrealistic returns or trying to put all their money in qualified plans, or worse yet, they're looking for, they'll fall prey for scams because they're trying to hit home runs. Okay. And then there's younger people that are struggling, and they want to fund qualified plans first because everybody tells them to invest, but really they should be saving because they have no liquidity, no access to capital. That's really all three, by the way. And so when you're young and you start making good money, there's an overwhelming urge to jump into investing right away, right? I want ETFs, I want crypto. I'm going to max out my 401k. And maybe you're earning six figures, stashing away a solid chunk of your income, and the first thing you think is, where do I put my money? Sound familiar? So let me tell you, these conversations are common in my practice. Someone young, ambitious, who's crushing it walks in and immediately wants to excited, immediately wants to talk about investing, start talking about investing. Where can I invest my money? And they've got places they want to put their money because they're always chasing returns. I always tell people, you can't let TikTok be your they come with me, telling me, all right, here, can you help me put money in this thing? Well, why? Tell me tell me, first of all, where are you trying to do? Because what you're trying to do or the destination you're trying to end up financially dictate what you deploy your capital into, not the other way around. And so they've got a list of places, and it's all about rates of return, right? What someone told them they should do, maybe even holding them back from on spending on essentials because they are trying to compound interest is too good to pass up. So here's a little truth bomb. Investments don't earn compound interest. The only thing that earns compound interest is savings. Mutual funds do not earn compound interest. They go up, they appreciate, and they go down. They depreciate daily. Okay. And so when you see a number represented, oh, that my fund has done, 10.3%, that is a representation of, you started at one point, and at the end of a certain point in time you bought this asset at $11 a share, and now it's worth 16. That is reverted back into a number that you think is interest rate, but it's really a rate of return. So, and that's history, and it's only real, really, truth be told, is when you sell it and turn it back into money. Right now it's just an illusion of wealth. It's not wealth. So that's the thing. See, so you got to get through the truth, right? And so it's not all about rates of return. Somebody told you it was about rates of return, and but here's the reality: you're not investing, right? They're not investing. At this stage, it's gambling, right? Warren Buffett's mentor Benjamin Graham says investment is something where I'm paraphrasing, right? But it's from the book The Intelligent Investor. Is something where, upon thorough investigation, you deploy your capital where you've got safety of principal and a reasonable opportunity to make a profit. If it doesn't fit that definition, you are gambling or you could speculate in the book, right? And so, and here's the thing: there's no real knowledge, there's no purpose, there's no passion. Plus, it's just a desire to chase return, and that's where risk lies. All right. And so remember, what is our three rules of investing? Invest in what you know, or invest in knowing. Okay. Back to your number one asset being you. You need to invest in yourself. Invest in what you can control is number two. Can you influence the outcome, make it better, i.e., by your knowledge, by your involvement? Um, does it cash flow? Can you control it? Right. So those are what, wealthy people want. They want control or knowledge, right? Especially insider knowledge, legal inside knowledge, right? And um, because you work to mitigate risk. If people think high risk, high reward, I view risk as probability of loss. Okay. So you got to do a little bit of homework, but what's the word in there? Work, right? You got to do a little study. And our third principle is don't chase returns. But what I find is that most people are chasing returns. Hear me now, right? You're chasing returns. And so what's the alternative? Grow yourself before you grow your money. So before you start pouring money into investment, you need to invest in your own education. You need to invest in your own growth. You need to invest and your own clarity about what you want and what will it do for you. One of the things I'm doing right now, I think we did a show on like kind of preparing for the new year, is I'm laying out my calendar, vacations, events that I want to go on, that I see out there in the marketplace that will help me be a better financial strategist for you guys. It's, how can I be a better business person? How can I get around people and masterminds that will stretch me? I always tell you, I always try when I go to these events, I want to be the dumbest, brokest person there. Right. And so, and guess what? That's an investment, because a lot of these things cost money to be in masterminds, but that's how you grow. And so let me put it this way: throwing your money at something because you heard it on the internet or someone said it worked for them is not a strategy. Everyone is unique. Every investment is not for you. Investing, again, is not about buying something. It's really more about becoming something. So here's the big takeaway. I think when you invest in yourself, you'll start to uncover where your money should go. You'll gain clarity on your values. What I call your money rules, and what opportunities actually align with your vision for the future. Like if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to sit down, be quiet, and focus on that. Do you journal? What are you trying to accomplish? What will get you to point A to point B? What is it? What are the four asset classes? What interests you to learn about? So the four asset classes are business, real estate, paper assets, and commodities: oil, gas, gold, and silver. So what are you want to learn about? What can you play in? Some of those things you have to be, a credit investor. You need, lots of money. What are cash machines that you could start? You have intellectual property. You've got, a lot of times it doesn't take a lot of money. And so, but your number one asset is you. I believe your number one investment is the business, a business. Okay. The fastest path to cash. And so don't get caught up in the trap of chasing returns without a plan. Focus on growing your knowledge and building a foundation that will guide you toward investments that will make sense for you. That's why, at Practical Wealth, when we give people our framework about money, it's manage cash flow so you can save 15-20% of your income. Then you got to play defense, which is maximum protection. And four is invest. They can be concurrent, but there's an order of operations here. And some people, they're like, oh, but I just want to invest. I don't want to hear all this stuff. Okay, go work for somebody else then. Which I've said, right? And because the best return on investment isn't a number, it's the life you create when your money works for you and not against you. So I hope this is a short but sweet episode. Thanks for tuning into the Practical Wealth Show. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who might need to hear this. And always remember, financial freedom starts with investing in yourself. Until next time, take care. Do you know where your money's going every month? Most people don't, and that's costing you big time. At Practical Wealth, we help you take control of your cash flow with a simple mapping system. We call it telling your money where to go instead of asking where it went. It's a simple system that shows you exactly how to track, manage, redirect dollars towards building wealth, paying down debt, finding hidden money, and having a clear plan to achieve your financial goals. With cash flow mapping, you're in charge, not the other way around. Ready to get started? Visit practicalwealthsolutions.com or go to the link below. Learn how the cash flow mapping can transform your finances today.